Does it feel like a lot of life is moving right now? There's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of change. You could feel the internal rumblings. Perhaps you sense that there's another version of you making its way through. I want to offer you something about change and creating change and allowing change. That perhaps it doesn't have to require so much effort or process, that you can actually allow yourself to slide into a different experience. Whether you want love in your life, relationships, friendships, you want a change in your health, shifts in your finances or your business. You see, we are multidimensional beings with our own AI system, which is our field. And what we choose and decide within our field is what becomes our reality. What if those ideas in your mind about the steps that need to happen or the processes that you must go through in order to have the change aren't actually necessary or required? It's true. I'll use myself as an example. For more than half of my life, I struggled with weight. I was like 100 pounds over what I am right now. And I would lose it and I would gain it back, and I would lose it and I would gain it back. And I restricted myself and I tried all of the diets and I did pills and I did working out and I did all of the things. It wasn't until I put all of that aside and I started to use my mind, energy, and consciousness to create a new body and being. Now, in that process, I had recognized that there were internal parts of me that were holding on to the excess weight for all of the reasons that I was. And so that's why I needed to address it, not only on my mind, my emotions, my physical body, but I did it from a perspective of mindset, consciousness, and energy. And naturally, there was no restriction, there was no diet changes. Like anything that I did differently came from a natural internal inspiration, but it didn't require like struggle and white knuckling it. It can happen quickly. It happens with my clients all the time. So we get a really clear idea of like, who are you? What do you want? And then allow life to guide, allow that internal voice to guide. And then it takes the courage to make the choices of where you're being led. So in this time of rapid change and upheaval, I invite you to really take a look at the beliefs or the constructs or the limitations that come in the form of these steps need to happen in order for me to have the thing. Go direct. What is the thing? Who are you in that thing? What does that feel like? And then allow it. Allow yourself to be led. Allow yourself to have the courage to make the choices that are going to bring you to the most direct path of alignment with the health you desire, the relationships, the career, the business, the finances. It's all collapsing right now. All of these constructs, all of these limits that we've all been fed and confined by. There is a more direct way.